Welcome to Joe's Astrology. Today is Sunday, April 28th, 2024. And I'm experimenting with some new camera things here until I get a new computer. I realized that my previous videos, the video is not ideal. So today I want to talk about Moon and Capricorn. If you're new to my channel here, check out my other videos. I have lots of readings of famous people and famous YouTubers. Lots of interesting stuff there. And today the moon has just entered into Capricorn. And I'm going to just speak on Moon and Capricorn based on the people that I know who have Moon and Capricorn. I have Sun in Capricorn. And I do think that a lot of the negative things that are said about Capricorn are more seen more with a moon in Capricorn. And I'm not just saying that because I have a sun in Capricorn. This is what I have seen. And the people that I know that have moon in Capricorn are great people. They're some of my best friends. Although a lot of the Capricorn traits that they have with that moon, I kind of step back and observe. I don't really like that aspect of themselves, but it is what it is. So we think Capricorn moon is the moon is in its detriment in Capricorn, and Capricorn moon is conservative. So I'm thinking of a person who has Capricorn moon, and he is actually a Republican. And I remember getting into a discussion with him about it. And the discussion really came down to, well, if I don't vote or if I don't do something to protect this conservative ideal, then the left will take over and win. And that's really what the conversation came down to. I have to do something because if I let go, I'm not going to get into what the whole conversation was, but the gist of it was, if I let go, then the left is going to take over and win. Which I could speak for an hour about that whole philosophy. But yeah, it was that idea of winning and losing, holding on to the past. I can't let the other team win. Or I can't let go because then if I do, then someone else is going to take over and my life is going to be over or my life is going to be ruined, etc. It says here in a book that I have, the security of the subconscious lies in authority. And that's another thing I noticed, that they do, even if they might not come across as this, their security does lie in the authority. So who's the authority? The authority is the government. The authority could be their father. Their authority could be ambition, success, all those things you think of with Capricorn. These people love to compete at a subconscious level, because we're thinking of the moon. We're really thinking of at a deeper level. And that's why I think this is more powerful, because it's so deep. The Capricorn archetype is much deeper with these people, so they feel it more. They're extremely competitive. I think of another guy who has sun and moon in Capricorn, and this guy, so you think of Capricorn, Capricorn moon maybe as not being very sympathetic or empathetic. Well, this guy in particular I'm thinking of has a 12th house Pluto. He has a lot of Neptune, very empathetic, very sympathetic. If you need help, this guy will help you. Almost to the point where I think he would take you into his house, I mean, especially if he needed to. However, there's always that, in the back of his mind, there's always that Capricorn moon where he is going to think about his security. He's going to think about his ambitions. He won't, it's the difference I'm trying to convey is that the difference between like a true Pisces person or a true Neptune person, well, they'll just like, they may go like, oh, just give themselves over to you and like be very watery and emotional. With him, it's very much like he's going to sit there and listen, and he's going to help you. You know that what I'm trying to convey is that he really does care, but he's going to do it in this Capricorn way where he's not going to just pour himself out to you and offer himself up to you right away. It's going to be in a very mature and responsible way, in a very slow thinking, and I guess that's the way to think of it, mature. Like he has a very much an understanding of how things work in life, and he's not going to just right away just pour himself out to you and give himself up. But he'll give that intention. He'll give that intention that he cares, that he's going to care for you, etc. Kind of like a good, maybe like a good parent. You think of some parents where they have kids where they might put on an act so that they don't want to go to school, and then the parent will just kind of like, okay, yeah, let's see if I'm going to be empathetic towards you, and but we'll see if this is really going to play out. And then sure enough, an hour later, the kid feels better and he goes to school. The parental influence is very strong with these people. As I said, their subconscious security lies in the authority. And oftentimes these people will be parents themselves, and they will offer, they'll be a parent much like their parents were to them. You think of that conservativeness, they'll transfer that, they'll definitely transfer that over to their kids. I think of another person who had a father who had issues with his father, and in this life he definitely wanted to be like that super parent for his kids. And he definitely, I would definitely say like being a parent is his main objective. Family is his main objective in this life. And it's almost like that idea of like, well, I didn't get the perfect family or the perfect childhood, so I'm gonna make that my life's agenda. Now this is not something that's very conscious. It's very subconscious when this is with the moon in Capricorn. Power complex, strong ambitions. Here's the thing with Capricorn that I find super annoying. It's that, and people often misunderstand this about me, this idea of a power complex. I can't stand it. And we think of with moon in Capricorn, it's very subtle. Again, it's more internal, subconscious. And the reason I can't stand it is because it replaces other aspects of life. It becomes the overarching theme in life. And it can play out in many different ways. I'm not going to get into the many ways it can play out. But maybe it comes from my disdain and hate for authority. But with these people, it's just, they might not come across as like hating authority they might not come across as being the authority, but it's there. Like I think of Jupiter with like Jupiter in Capricorn, which I also I'm not very fond of. Jupiter in Capricorn, again, it depends on the chart, but like in general, Jupiter and Capricorn people I've come across specifically this aspect of this power complex. I can't stand it because, well, if you watch my channel, you'll hear more about this, but definitely a power complex. And what makes it worse is that it's emotional. It's tied to their emotions. Whereas like a sun in Capricorn, the power complex is like more like their status. Just like the way that they are, they're just they might be more of a power, like an actual powerful person. But the moon in Capricorn, it's like they're trying to be powerful when they're really not. So we also have Mars and Neptune in a conjunction, which been talking about Mars and Pisces, so I'll link a video down below as well, and maybe we'll get into Mars Neptune in another video, maybe tomorrow. So I'll leave it there for now. I hope you enjoyed this video with Moon in Capricorn, and have a great day.